Hello and welcome to IABM TV. Today I'm delighted to welcome into the studio Darrell Bilton, CEO of Boxx TV. Darrell, welcome to IABM TV.
Thank you.
Can you start by telling us about Boxx TV, please?
Well, we started Boxx TV just over 10 years ago now, just recently celebrated our 10-year anniversary. And we saw definitely a niche in the marketplace for microwave equipment, but at a fraction of the cost of microwave equipment available at that time. So, I mean, you could more or less add a zero to all of our pricing when we started, and you would have got the sort of high-end guys, the guys that do Formula One, that kind of thing. So we saw there was a market there for microwave systems that, you know, weren't necessarily the high end, but at least gave everybody access to broadcast wireless equipment, and that's that essentially is the history of the story of Boxx. And we went through a whole sort of sequence of product development, and I guess our nexus was the Boxx Meridian unit, which was bringing, for the first time, bringing less than 1 millisecond latency to the market. And I guess since then we've just worked on making it smaller, lightweight, and more functional.
Okay, and so you mentioned there recently celebrated 10 years. What are some of the other major achievements for Boxx TV over that time? Yeah,
well, we've got a whole bunch of systems that we design. I guess with any R&D effort, there are quite a few of them that are paperweights now. We started in compression, so we started with the MPEG-2 SD system, and we've carried on that line of you know, creating IP-based systems, that kind of thing. They're not zero delay, however, and I think the sort of major market is in zero delay, and that's where we've sort of, you know, done well. Our new 4K system, once we get it going, is going to be IP-based, and it will be, the latency won't be less than 1 millisecond, but it'll certainly be very low.
Yeah. Okay, and what can you tell us about the updated Atom system?
Okay, we got a lot of feedback from our distributors and our customers about the kinds of things that they wanted on their broadcast wireless systems, and a lot of them had already adopted the Boxx Atom system, but they had a few things that they wanted: smaller, more lightweight, and more fully functional. So we now support timecode and record trigger on all of our range. But I think most importantly, we've maintained backward compatibility, because that's the kind of thing that people have been complaining about with some of our competitors. So you can buy whatever you want in the Atom range, and it'll work with anything else in the Atom range, old or new.
So it's very important for Boxx TV to presumably have a close relationship with your customers and talk to them, sound off ideas, and really collaborate with them on the projects you're doing. Yeah,
well, that's right. We really have not gone for that mass market of just selling something and going, you know, what if it works for you, that's it. We've built a very knowledgeable team, not only, you know, internally, but all of our distributors, we insist having wireless equipment experience on a set. So that's meant that we can do things, we can do setups that other people just can't do. We had a 7-camera shoot the other day, flawless. Every single one of the feeds came through, and that's something that you can't simply switch on and go.
So it's not just a product, it's a full service that you're offering as well. It's what the people want. It's more than just giving them the product, but if you can give them the knowledge and the know-how and the expertise that comes there, it makes their life a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So we've got a reliable product, essentially, that we can you know, back with knowledge and set up. We've done so many different things, you know. Fiji surf competition, we had a pontoon out in the middle of the ocean, and we were able to get the signals back reliably every day.
Oh, brilliant.
And in the middle of the South Africa desert, we've had minus 20 degrees and up to 45 degrees.
So quite challenging environments that you have to overcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And in every case, we found a solution.
Oh, brilliant. So you've done 10 years. I'm not going to ask you to predict the next 10 years, because that's almost impossible to predict the next 10 months. But what do you think we're going to be seeing in the future from Boxx TV?
We are going to go as high resolution as is possible, and we are going to go as low latency as we possibly can.
So Darrell, you mentioned your 4K product earlier. What can you tell us about the stage of development that this is currently at?
Okay, well, 4K in the broadcast wireless market is new, very new, and all of our competitors are having problems doing it, and we're having problems doing it. I don't know what stage everybody else is at, but I feel like we are, you know, on the brink of there being a product.
So it's challenges which are easy to overcome.
Well, they're not easy to overcome, but we will overcome them.
Yeah.
We were the first to market with the zero delay product, and I believe we'll be first to market with 4K.
Okay, well, excellent. Darrell, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
You can find out more about all of these products at Boxx TV.